for once I can say there's a window, there's some light, and it's an opportunity that created by executive order, but created nevertheless. And the reaction has been very good. Talking to as early as Sunday when I headed back to D.C., and the guys helping me with the bag said, "This is so good for so many families. This is so good for kids that I know in my neighborhood." And I just think that the practical reality of who it helps is unbelievable. The symbolic breaking of the ice in terms of immigration reform in this country is much deeper than that. You know, on a very personal note, when my dad came here to work many years ago, I was fortunate enough to be born in this country. But if you asked him why, he did it so that his kids and his family would have it better. Simple as that. That's as American as any aspiration every American has. And you know, here you have a group of kids. There was a high school in Tucson where the salutatorian and the valedictorian were both dreamers, and effectively their lives and their opportunities ended after that graduation date. The contributions, what they could do and not do for this nation in the future is unbelievable. And so it was, and I thought that the action that was taken on Friday was also all about reaffirming what the values of this country are. And it's not a permanent fix, we know that, but the relief and the comfort extended rather than neglect and scapegoating is huge. And the kids that I talked to and the young people that I talked to back home Saturday and Friday after the announcement, overjoyed and feeling like they have now a lease on life, that they can do things for this country and themselves. And you'd be surprised at the level of patriotism and the level of devotion to this nation from these young men and women. It's rejuvenating America, because this is what we've been built on, and here we have an opportunity with 800,000 plus young people who played by the rules, played it straight, stayed out of trouble, did good in school, served their nation in the military. What more do you ask for of any kid, of any American? And they're doing it, and they're doing it without an opportunity for the future. I think the president opened that door, and now it's going to be up to Congress in the future and the next president to make that gesture, that humanitarian gesture, permanent, codified in law, so we don't have to go through this again, or any other group of young people have to go through this again. The motivation is either hatred or a fear of something, and the next motivation is just ignorance and not understanding the reality of the nation that we're living in right now. The issue is, you know, Mitt Romney is his position on the DREAM Act and immigration, since he started getting advice from Kobash and started getting advice from the extremists in the Republican Party on the issue of immigration, has been pretty consistently no. It's been pretty consistently, I will veto the DREAM Act if it comes to my desk. So he's equivocating right now because, quite frankly, I really believe that public opinion is on the side of the president on this decision, not just Latinos. That is a fair and decent opportunity to extend to a group of people. And they're having trouble how they're going to message the fact that they're against it, but don't want to say so for political purposes. It is really, the irony is that immigrant bashing and bashing of young people that are dreamers in this has been very profitable in terms of being able to scare votes for the Republican Party these last two cycles, and they want to use that club again. And I think the president very effectively has forced them to debate issues that are more fundamental about what do you do with this group of kids that have done nothing but do what this country has asked of them. That put them in a bad place, and I'm glad, because this rhetoric on immigration has been profitable for the Republicans, and I think sometimes us Democrats our Democrat leadership has not been forceful enough with the issue, but now here we are, and now it's out on the table, and I think it's a good thing that this be part of the dialogue. Engaged and very aware. The process that these dreamers have been through for the last 6, 7 years has not only taught them about advocacy and perseverance, it's also taught them about the system, the faults in the system, and the fact that now it's not only about being literate civically, they're literate politically too, and they can make distinctions. And I think we have, fortunately for us in this country, have created a whole group and generation of young people that are not only smart and civically involved, but politically involved. And that to me is going to be one of the best contributions that happens. Because from this group is going to come leadership, and from this group is going to come the kind of discipline that is going to take to turn this country in the direction that it is supposed to be from its inception. We've lost sight of that, and the Romneys of the world and our Payos in Arizona of the world are going to fade. And this whole generation that we're talking about right now are on the ascendancy, and I think that is a great thing for us.